Hello, and thank you for joining the conversation around the Savannah water cooler. And today we have some bittersweet news. A dear friend, Cale Hall, is retiring and closing his business, Creative Approach, after 20 years. But on a sweet note, he is hosting a party tomorrow night for the entire community to come out and celebrate. And it will be done in Cale Hall fashion by helping others. He has selected two nonprofits that are near and dear to his heart, Living Vine and Shelter from the Rain. So, Cale, you're joining us from the road, coming back from your treatment.
Yes, yes. Um,
Yes.
I'm so happy to be coming home, and I'm real excited for tomorrow. A note to y'all. My doctor, Dr. Doku, ordered 1,000 diapers to split between you two.
Ah,
Wow.
1,000.
Oh my
I don't.
gosh.
Is that a lot of diapers?
that's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Okay,
Cale,
cool.
that's lovely.
That's so sweet.
Thank you.
Oh, so Cale, tell us what's happening. Invite the community. I'm going to put you just on the screen. Hold on.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. What's going on is Travis and I opened Creative Approach in 2004. It was actually a college project, and
You were at SCAD.
um, that's right. And about 6 months later, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. After about 6 months later, we turned it into a real business, and it's been going ever since. But with COVID and technology changing and schools requiring different things, because I left out that SCAD was our base. Um, they were our bread and butter. Sorry, I had chemo today, so the brain isn't going to be all there. It's a little
It's
twisted.
okay. It's okay.
Um, but COVID and I'm going to say now, people really not wanting to work regular hours and all. In my sickness, we've decided to close it. But we wanted to go out the same way we came in, with by helping the community, helping build better relationships, and helping people heal. And we thought the best way to do that is through fundraisers. And when we talked about Living Vine and Shelter from the Rain, it just clicked in my head that I was adopted at age 4, but I was born in Alma, Georgia, to two people that were mentally ill. They met at Central State Hospital in Milledgeville, and my biological father ran off and ended up in prison in San Antonio. But my biological mother ran off too, and she had me in like the Salvation Army in Albany, um, down here in Brunswick at a halfway house, all kinds of places. There were no places like Living Vine or Shelter from the Rain to help her, and it's an honor for me to be able to give back in that way, so that some other mother who has a little child like me, or anybody, um,
Yeah.
so that they can have a safe place and have clean diapers and a clean room and all that stuff. So
So
that's why we're doing it.
tomorrow night at 5:30, and to get in there, you're asking either for a donation or bring some diapers.
Right. Bring a case of diapers or $20, and if you see these two ladies, you hand that $20 to them.
Yay!
Yeah. So I'm going to click on. Whoops, sorry about that. Jennifer, let's hear about your nonprofit and how you know Cale.
Yeah, so I'll flip that. I'll start with how I know Cale and Travis and Creative Approach. I am originally from Ohio, and I moved to Savannah in 2003 to attend SCAD. So I met Travis first when I was a SCAD student, which was awesome because I have, as you can imagine, a lot of print jobs as a graphic design student. So, it's really cool how life works, that I got close to them upon entering Savannah, and then now at the end of this beautiful 20-year run, we get to also work together to help other moms who were like me. And when I first moved to Savannah, young, trying to reach goals. I had a 3-year-old then. My 3-year-old is now 22 years old.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so I have a 22-year-old. But I started this organization, Shelter from the Rain, 14 years ago because I saw a need in Savannah for single moms. I started volunteering at the Living Vine in 2008.
Oh, wow.
And then, yeah, so I have a long history with both Cale and Living Vine. Started volunteering there, became a board member, spent many years giving back to the moms at the Living Vine. And I saw at that point, which was like, 2008, 2009, a need to support moms after they had their babies. Because even though Living Vine is able to do aftercare now, back then they were not able to house women and children. They could house pregnant mothers, but not the children along with the moms. So we were really just trying to provide support for moms after they had babies. So we moved from giving out baby supplies, household items, to having a support group for single moms, and then creating a mentorship program, essentially creating lots of resources and support for moms based on the needs that we saw as we met them. So we've really been fortunate that we have a lot of more community partners and supporters now who help us facilitate these things. But we continue to work with community partners like the Living Vine, different shelters in the area. Our main diaper bank is here in the front porch, which is on Abercorn Street. So everything about, Shelter from the Rain does support single moms, but also works very closely with community partners. So this is right in alignment with who we are as an organization. So I'm grateful to Cale for inviting us.
That's lovely. So Jennifer, how did you come up with the name Shelter from the Rain?
That's a good question. So originally I was actually sitting at my first job on Chippewa Square. My first job after SCAD was at a company called THA Group with Ellen Balch. I know you know Ellen, Marjorie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I was really just sitting in my office and I looked outside because we're right on that beautiful Chippewa Square. And I was just like, man, again, watching people from that square is crazy, but watching people also in the rain, walking. And I was just like, how amazing is it that being a teen mom, I've come to this point where I'm sitting on one of the most gorgeous squares in Savannah and working and doing what I went to school for. So I was like, it's a perfect example of how God loves us. So it's kind of like a metaphor for me for God's love, shelter from the rain, how he covers us in difficult times and shows us love. So that's really what I wanted to give back. And I wanted, when people say, oh, shelter from the rain, for it to sound and feel like love, like God's love. So that's where that name came from.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Thank you for that, Jennifer.
Yeah.
So Karen, how did you connect with Cale? Oh, actually, I know that answer.
Well, I connected with Cale through you, and thank you. And Cale, looking so forward to officially getting to meet in person tomorrow night. And I just want to say that the Vine has a very long history. However, I'm kind of the newbie of all of this group. The Vine started in 1996, and as Jennifer said, it was very much an effort to help young girls who had no place to go. And back in that time, they were often sent somewhere to have children, or they came out of a system and were brought here. And that has really changed. The narrative of the Vine has really changed over the past. I mean, we still are about protection and provisions and preparing, but we do that in such a different way now. We really are trying to address their needs, their generational neglect and their educational deficits and the trauma that these moms have been through and the financial challenges. And there's just such an urgent need for a place like this. So I've been with the Vine now it'll be 4 years in January.
Congratulations.
Okay.
We are the only, up until this year, we've been the only licensed facility in the state that could take women of any age. And I think that's really important to say, simply because there's so many places that someone of age can take themselves, but someone of underage that still has that great need, there are very few places that can serve them. So we're fortunate that we've got another place in Georgia, and we too are very fortunate because we've opened our first transition home here, which is now, Jennifer said, in 2018, before that time, the Vine didn't have a place. These women would have babies and then oftentimes go back into these situations that they came out of by themselves, now with a child. And I'm glad I wasn't here to see that, but I'm really glad I'm here now to be at the end of this, the journey of helping them and creating this time that they can have now, because now they can come and stay up to 2 years, and that's transformational. And that's a word we use in our mission. It's generational, it's transformational, and we're just really trying to empower them to create a community. And that's why working with Jennifer and Shelter in the Rain and Cale, all of these types of community involvement things that we get our ladies interested in and attached to, helps them create a future for themselves. So it's just a blessing to do this every day.
So thank you for both of you for what you do. It's a service that is very much needed in the Savannah community. And Cale is not really retiring. He's actually working on his PhD for the ministry. So you're going to be you're going to continue to give back to the community.
Right. I've been really blessed in the city. I started working with Mark at the club in 1989.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah.
The club one?
Yeah, I started delivering beer there, to bar backing there, to managing there, to he and I opening another bar, which is now 52 degrees, to us selling that. Yeah, and me selling my portion. I mean, not selling, but rolling my portion of the sale into Club One. And it's been a great ride. Travis Coles has been running it since the mid 2000s. I've just been there for ear to ear or shoulder or just my wise wisdom that I can give, which I dare say they don't say wisdom. He's actually here driving me home from.
Oh, hey there!
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're not driving, Cale.
I'm so glad you're not driving.
No. And if anybody's watching and has any questions for Cale or Karen or Jennifer, go ahead and post them in the comments section and I'll pull it on. So, and I know, Cale, you're supposed to be on another call right now.
Yeah.
So we should probably just, we should probably just reiterate. I have a really good screenshot here. Cale, if you don't mind talking about reiterating this.
Okay, yeah. So the big fun closing of Creative Approach will be tomorrow night, November 14th, from 5:30 to 7:30. We're going to do a big toast at 6:15 and talk about what the community has meant to us and how the community has helped us throughout the years, and what our wishes are in the community moving forward, and what my plans are moving forward in ministry and chaplain work amongst our homeless population downtown through the United Methodist Church.
That's wonderful, Cale. So how many people are you expecting tomorrow night at 5:30?
I've started getting a lot of calls and texts. So I would say in between 150 to 200.
Woo, it's time for a party. Yay.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. And there is a proclamation from the mayor coming to you. I'm picking it up tomorrow. Unfortunately, we can't be there tomorrow, but I'll have the proclamation for you.
Yeah, he said he's going to be well represented there. So I'm curious to see what that means.
Oh my gosh, Cale. All right. Anybody watching, we'll see you all tomorrow night. And thank you all three of you for what you do.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Thank you,
you.
Marjorie. See you tomorrow.